As they say, Murive, don't run. Murive, don't run. Junet and his colleagues don't run.
In their first official sitting, members of the 13th Parliament set off on a high note in a tussle that dominated the better part of today's session.
Azimio is a subsisting marriage, and in this marriage is a potential polygamous marriage. And Mr. Speaker, this marriage is not voidable because there was consummation in this marriage.
Yes, you can't stop anybody from going to bed with another, but you can stop another marriage before the earlier marriage is dissolved.
And when you want to divorce, there is a divorce procedure to follow, Mr. Speaker. You must divorce procedurally, Mr. Speaker.
Kenya Kwanza MPs and their arch rival Azimio Kenya coalition pitting against each other in a heated debate over who wields the majority in the august house.
We only need to ask ourselves if Azimio Kenya Alliance political party is not represented in this house, and the leader of that alliance is not in this house, Honorable Speaker. Therefore, it is only natural that the coalition with the largest number of members in this house being the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, naturally, the leader of majority and the majority party then is the leader that leads that coalition.
Mr. Speaker, if you want to argue that Azimio na Umoja One Kenya is a political party and not a coalition of political parties, the question you will want to ask or address yourself to is what are the legal provisions for registering a political party?
According to the Kenya Kwanza MPs, it is against the constitution for members who were initially in Azimio to be tethered to the coalition even after expressing disinterest in the outfit.
Our constitution, Honorable Speaker, is supreme. Article 36 provides for rights of association. You cannot force MDG to go in bed with you. They do not want. And they are protected by Article 36. You can't force them.
I mean, even in the provided in the laws of natural justice, Mr. Speaker, that when an old agreement, when a new agreement is signed, the other one just dies naturally. I plead with you, Mr. Speaker, to save me from that bad, abusive marriage.
That's saying, Mr. Speaker, that the agreements, the purported agreements made on the other coalition, Mr. Speaker, they cannot stand any test. They were made at duress, again in dark rooms and at night, Mr. Speaker. Most of these people were given blank pages to sign, and there is no page with content that is countersigned by those signatories, Mr. Speaker.
Azimio, on the other hand, insists that the rule of law must be upheld.
And upon the confirmation by the registrar of political parties to the clerk, the Speaker is simply expected, indeed required, under Standing Order 19A, Part 4, to simply convey the same to the House.
It is good once you are signing a document, please read the document and just know the content of the document. Mr. Speaker, I also want to remind them that for the ones who have left, yes, they might vote on the other side, but legally, they are with Azimio.
With lack of the House leadership that is dependent on the determination of the majority and minority side, members of Parliament couldn't proceed with the constitution of the all-important House business committees.
I will reserve the rest of today's sitting to allow the House to address me on this matter so that I can make a reasoned retreat and ruling.
Both sides of the political divide have decided who will take what position upon the determination of which side is the majority and the minority. Will it be Kenya Kwanza or Azimio? That is a question only time will tell. Philip Murutu, K24 from Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.